This ain't no game, this that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55, what's goody? Kill the vibe, how could it? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. The mother shows spread fake news. We just call them broadcast. West, Joey, Sam, Sean, Dante. And you know that boy Higgy. He said he don't want no small fries. Tell them they better make them biggie. Yeah, you already know what we be on. We got the crown, we hold the throne. We throw the mails and you take them on. When they ring the bells, you know that it's home. The bar set, we setting the tone. If we set it, then set it in stone. Sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal Sports Zone.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. My guy Cardinal already in here. He was in here before the intro was off. Mike Puckett, what's up? What's up, my man, Mike? Yeah, we are coming to you live from the Camp Lejeune. No, we are not Camp Lejeune. Higgy, you're fired again. Coming to you live from the Fitness Market Studios North. This is the award-winning Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Wallman. I am, I wouldn't mention Uncle Larry is watching. What's up, Unc? I wouldn't mention my co-host. There are none. 7,000 people on staff, and can't one of them be here on time to do the show. So I'm not going to let him in to do the show. You're late, you don't get to get on. That's the way it is. Chat line is open as always. Again, if you want to support the website, you can follow us. Over here. You can follow us at any of these places over here. We got the YouTube straightened out. You can support us gosh dang it, I hate this reverse camera. That's how you can support us monetarily if you'd like. Gonna have a good show tonight. We're gonna talk about Louisville Live. We're gonna talk about homecoming, and we're gonna talk about something that I decided to do at the last second, and that was go to Louisville basketball media day today. It was a great time. I had a blast. Got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen in a while. Got to talk to some of my buddies on the team. If you haven't got to yet, go to YouTube. Go to Cardinal Sports Zone YouTube, which is at Cardinal Sports Zone. What's up, Wes? And click on the channel and check out the 3 question segment I did with L. Ellis, Sidney Curry, Jalen Withers, JJ Traynor, and Mike James. We had a blast. So, yeah, we're going to talk about all that. We'll talk about anything y'all want to talk about. That's what we do this for. We're going to start off, though, with football. And before we get into because I know everybody wants to talk about Louisville Live and Media Day. So we'll save that for the end. So we get, sometimes it takes people a little while to get tuned in. Not because they're slow or anything, but just because it takes them a while, Rito. So, all right, here we go. Football preview. We're going to jump right into it because I have no co-host to talk to. How's your day, Sean? Oh, your day's great?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I imagine so. What about you, Sam? Nothing? Okay. All right. Well, I've talked to my co-host. Now let's get on to it. We play Pittsburgh for homecoming, 8 p.m. on the ACC Network Saturday night, prime time. Louisville's ranked 49th overall in offense and have a front 7 that is on pace to break records here at Louisville. They're also leading the country in sacks and tackles for loss, I believe. Here's how it breaks down. The Cards are 2.5-point favorites. If you all, I don't really know a whole bunch. There he is. About betting, but I know if you're the home team, you automatically get 3 points. So for us to be 2.5-point favorites, that just means that they really have no idea who's going to win the game. What's up, Rito? What's up? Use it. Love it. I'm doing good. Had a good day today. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I want to get all this out of the way. All the football stuff out of the way first. What's up, Brian Johnson in the house? What's good, my man? Are you coming into town for Louisville Live? I need to know. Because I am going to be at Louisville Live tomorrow night, and I'm absolutely excited about it. But anyway, leading the country in sacks and tackles for losses, I believe it's either the country or the conference. You'll have to forgive me. Again, Cards are 2.5-point favorites. 60% prediction in the ESPN FBI, ABCDFG, whatever it is. Both teams are coming off a bye week last week. U of L is averaging 27 points per game. Pittsburgh's giving up 26 points per game. That's basically a push. Pittsburgh's averaging 35 points per game, and Louisville's only giving up 22. So something we'll have to give there. What's up, Brent? What's up, Charles? What's up, Crystal? So something's going to have to give. Either Pittsburgh's going to stay on fire with their running back that rushed for like 1,000 yards in the last game and 6 touchdowns. Abakanda, whatever his name is. So that's going to be a matchup there that I think that we're going to win defensively. If Pittsburgh learns how to throw the ball, then we may be in for some trouble. Cards are averaging 437 yards of offense. Pittsburgh's averaging 430. Cards are allowing 361. Pittsburgh's only allowing 337. All the other tails of the tape are fairly even. So this was where I asked my co-hosts their predictions. So let's go ahead and ask Sean. Sean, what is your prediction? Oh, that you still won't have a girlfriend? Okay, cool. Higgy, what's your prediction? You can't even spell prediction. Okay. Joey's asleep somewhere. Sam, what about you? I just hope Satterfield loses. What? Okay. All right. Anyway, my prediction is this: 31 to 30 cards. The top 50 offense clicks in the second half. We will win by a field goal after our front set. And it's odd to split your defense up, but that's where we really are at this point. We have an awesome front seven, and we have a work in progress secondary. But the front seven is late in the fourth quarter is going to turn the Panthers over. Pittsburgh's going to think, we're about to win the game. We're going to turn you over, and we're going to march down and kick it. It's going to have the vibe of John Wallace when Louisville hosted Cincy in the Hurricane game, and Wallace kicked that just clutch. It was never even in doubt. So that's why I feel like I don't know if it's going to be with time expiring, but Pittsburgh won't have enough time to come down and score again. Check out the rest of the team's predictions tomorrow at cardinalsportzone.com. Also, for all the other things that you need to know, check out JK's Everything You Need to Know, which should be going live any second if Sean's doing his job. But he'll let you know everything you need to know about the Panthers and the Cards in this coming up football game. Rito needs to know who all is coming to Louisville Live. Your daughter wants to go to the Louisville Slugger Museum the day after. Lame SMH. Here's what I will say. If you're talking about recruits, we'll get to that in a second. Louisville Live is actually last on the list. I want to talk about Media Day, but we'll get to it, Rito. We'll get to it. Bunch of former players coming in. I know I can't give away everything that I know, but I will tell you this. There are going to be some surprises as far as former players that are going to show up. I'm not being rude. I'm checking my phone because I did ask. No. She ignored me. Hi, Lottie. Citron Messer. What's up, Bobby? I'll get y'all the info. All I know is that Peyton Sieve and Angel McCautry, I can say that they're going to host the show. Jack Harlow will be a guest host. Plenty of former Cards will be in the house. You know what? Let's just jump to that, and then we'll hit up Media Day last. Louisville Live again is the tagline is coming home. What's up, Antron? It's tying into the homecoming weekend and all that implies. This will be a big family reunion. Louisville basketball is about all of us, just like KP said when he arrived. It's not just me. It's all of us. Every time I get the opportunity to spend time with KP, he blows me away. If you haven't heard the presser already, I did put a full report from Media Day out at cardinalsportzone.com. It's got some pictures in there. We're going to upload some more pictures as we speak. It's got all 5 of the 3 question segments where, I kind of rib Mike James a little bit. I was asking everybody else why he was the most annoying. Or I said, who's the most annoying player and why is it Mike James? And everybody fed into it. I had no idea they thought he was. But I'm not gonna spoil anything for you. Check it out. It was a great time, and it's got KP's presser in there as well. Again, it's going to be a big family reunion. The men's and the women's team events will be combined, competing in the various events in an integrated fashion versus separate teams. I think the only program in the country to do that. Women's basketball is coming off of a Final Four experience, the Haley Van Lith effect, top 5 preseason ranking, and men's basketball kicking off the next chapter under Coach Payne. Again, Siva, Angel, Cactus Jack Harlow, loads of alumni. I know Kevin Ware is going to be there. I know Tony Williams will be. Tony Williams always everywhere. Jeff, what's good? Those are just a couple that I was allowed to say. But this will be the largest collection of recruiting talent in one place in program history. KP says, I need you. I need you there. If you can make it out there, you've got to be out there because it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. You probably will see some people out there you don't care for, but I will too. It is what it is. I almost went somewhere I shouldn't have there. As I'm getting older, I'm getting a little bit more of a filter. So far the guest list for the recruiting guest list is the same as it was last week. 5-star 23 guard AJ Johnson will be in the house. 2024 5-star with the he's a serious reclass option. Elliot Cadeau, he'll be in the house. The crown jewel of all 2024 recruiting boards, Trenton Flowers 5-star, Carter Bryant 5-star, Carter Knox a 2024 5-star, and EJ Walker 2025 4-star. Caleb Glenn is trying to make it in for the event. George Washington, the third, I think, had some plans, and he wasn't able to make it. Rito, I just saw your message in the group chat. I will get back to you after the show, sir. So it's going to be a great time. I think everybody's going to have fun. I want to try to see if I can get these media day clips to play over the air here in just a second. But at least the 3 questions ones, y'all have to let me know if y'all can hear these or not. Let's see. Let's go to the first one. Y'all have to tell me, yes, I hear that. No, I don't hear it. Can y'all hear that? What's up, Gilbert? Can y'all hear Jalen Withers? You can't hear it on the YouTube stream. Okay. Okay. Well, go to the website. Go to the YouTube channel. I don't know why I cannot get y'all hear the intro and the outro through the mixer, but for whatever reason, y'all cannot hear the YouTube channel. I'm just going to start saving those to the computer that I use for the show. So I apologize for that. But lots of great stuff from Jalen Withers. Lots of great stuff from L. Ellis. Mike James was great. JJ was great. Sydney was Sydney, which is he always kills it. So it is what it is. Let's see. People hitting up. That's the one thing I can't do with me being the only person here. I get these notifications pop up on the screen and I can't answer them and talk to y'all at the same time. I apologize. But a lot of great stuff. KP gave us a lot of great stuff at the beginning. In the press conference, again, if you didn't get to watch the press conference and you didn't get to watch my videos with those 5 gentlemen, check them out. They're at cardinalsportszone.com under Media Day 2022. Or you can just check out the YouTube videos at the YouTube channel, which is at Cardinal Sports Zone. So, all right. And again, I want to talk about Media Day. I wanted to get you all a little bit, a couple of these clips in, and I hate that it's not allowing me to do that, but it is what it is. Again, today was a really cool experience. It was the first time I got to get out in a long time and kind of see everybody and hang out with people. See, it was a pretty good time. I will tell you this: Rick Bozich was there. He did not bring his unseasoned meat, though. He left that at the crib. So y'all be happy to hear that. But I mean, all your normal people were there. All the big guns were there. It was a great time. Got to chop it up with Nolan a little bit. Got to chop it up with Milt, and that was a good time. It got hot in there really, really quick. I guess when you're a big dude like me, you get hot really, really quick. So, man, this is gonna be one of the shortest shows in CSZ history if y'all don't start asking me some questions. Jesus. But yeah, and shout out. I mean, I saw Jeff. He's got the new show on 93.9 on Saturday mornings. If you haven't checked it out yet, this past week was the first one. Check it out this upcoming Saturday, I believe at 10 a.m. I hope I didn't mess that up. Got to see him. I got to see Rel. I got to see a whole bunch of people that I hadn't saw in a long time. Dan, shh. Let's not say that name just yet. I'm not saying that he may be there tomorrow. I'm not saying he may not be there, but all I know is that I've not been told anything that leads me to believe that from the guy that told me at the very beginning, hey, keep your eye on this. This is a situation that's going to be happening. He has not told me no yet. Well, that's a little bit more comfortable. I don't know why I was hunched over. Saying you may see him soon. I don't know. Let's see. All right, let's see. Who else did I see? I saw Crawford. I saw Bozich. I saw Jody Demley. I saw, which I'm sure they're all like, yeah, I saw Jeremy because it's kind of hard to miss me. Then I had Cindy Lou was trying to box me out of my interview with Jalen Withers. And I had to give her a little hip thrust. She almost fell down and broke her hip. I apologize for that. I was a little too rough as far as that was concerned. But gosh, what's it? Paul Rogers. How do you forget Paul Rogers, Jeremy? AJ Cadeau and player that can't be named in the same class. That's a great question, Dan. I don't know. I'll just be honest with you. I tell y'all, that's one thing I heard today the most was like, man, you tell a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people don't know. And I'm like, I tell what I'm allowed to tell. So I don't know. And I'm not going to act like I do know. I'll be like, yeah, you know. I don't. I could see a situation where AJ and player to be named may be taken this year that can't be named. And then Cadeau, truly coming in 2024, I can see multiple. I mean, dude, I don't even want to lie to you. There, Bradley, what's good? There's just so many. Oh God, it's Matthew. Hi, Matthew. I don't know, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That's something that maybe somebody that practiced law might do, Matthew. But I won't do that to you. So I'll just tell you, I don't know. But man, can you imagine that class? And then we put Isaiah Miranda. Let's talk about Isaiah Miranda. Do you think we're totally out of the running for DJ? Yeah, for sure. There's no DJ to Louisville. Obviously no Bradshaw to Louisville. Even though, he's not signed yet, but yes, we're not going to talk about DJ no more. Not going to talk about Bradshaw unless they flip or whatever. But yeah, I think DJ is the minute that his dad came up with an alternative situation and pulled Louisville out of the running, that was it for us. So yeah, out of the running for DJ. I need to get me a new visor because literally I don't have that much heat on me, and I am sweating bullets. Oh, Isaiah Miranda. So everybody, I just wanted to prove a point. I don't normally do this. I don't normally swing my sword, so to speak. But what's up, Andre? Last week, y'all were all freaking out about Isaiah Miranda. Oh, he's going pro now. We ain't getting him. And then earlier this week on ESPN Radio, one of the national recruiting analysts said, "Oh, wait a minute," which I told you all too. I wish y'all would start listening to me, and you can listen to them too, but listen to me when I say that, I talk, yeah, right, Jeremy, whatever. Still in the process of rescheduling. Uber Andre in the house. I need you to be my co-host, bro, because everybody else is flaky. Love y'all, but yeah, I'm still working to try to reschedule the interview. A lot of people are like, "Oh, the reason you can't reschedule is because he's not coming here." No, it's because the kid's busy, and it is what it is. Look, I'm glad to have my family in here. Uncle Larry's in the house. Uber Andre in the house, in the building, as he said. But yeah, we're getting that interview rescheduled, and we'll have that for you in the next couple of weeks. Gosh, had I known it was going to take this long to get it redone, I would have not deleted that first one, even though there was a couple of technical difficulties. I would have just left it. I definitely have a face for radio. Will you stop? Uber Andre, you have a face for radio, streaming, TV, whatever it is. Dan says, if given the chance, would KP like to switch to Nike or Jumpman? I worry we're going to miss out on some great talent because of Adidas. Those have been the rumors. I mean, even with Chris Mack here, the rumors were we were going to switch to Nike or Jumpman. So I can absolutely see him push for that. I can see a case for that. But he told us in his introductory press conferences he's got friends at both places, so he wasn't really worried about not getting a kid because of the athletic shoe affiliation. So Uber Andre, we're gonna have to get you on the show here in a couple of weeks for the basketball tip-off. We need your support. We need your energy. So that'll be good to have the world famous Uber Andre on the show, especially if I can't get none of the other people to show up. I mean, Sean's busy with girls. Sorry, I tried to hold that in. I couldn't do it. But yeah. So, all right, guys, I want to get your predictions on the football game this weekend. Y'all heard my prediction. You heard everybody else's predictions in the room, which is nobody. Give me y'all's predictions. Let's get this chat line popping again, because it was going and then it just like somebody pumped the brakes on it. So let's why did we? Oh, wait a minute. What are we doing? Okay. All right. So let me get some predictions. If not, we're gonna go ahead and close the show. It's gonna be a quick show, and I'm okay with that because I get paid by the show. I don't get paid by the minutes. So I'm absolutely okay. Do we have a shot for Boozer? Yeah, we actually do, Chris. It's a long shot at this moment, but he really loves the program and he loves everything about Louisville. So yeah, we did. When I saw him and his brother play here in Louisville and in Orlando, I got the notion, the feeling that it wasn't going to be anything else other than Duke. But just by seeing what he's been putting out. What's up, Dwayne? Putting out recently in the last few months, I feel a lot better about our chances. Bradley says Pitt by 3 touchdowns. Well, Bradley, thanks for pissing on our parade. I think we beat them by 1 point. How about that, Bradley? What's up, Steven? Predict Marshawn Ford won't see the ball again because Malik is back. Lonnie, Uncle Larry, Cards 28, Pittsburgh 24. Okay, I like that. again, until we get a secondary that can cover a little bit better instead of, because I don't want to down them. At the end of the day, these kids are trying their hardest and they're out there playing. They're playing the game and they're trying to. It's not like they're going out there. Hey, please make us look like Swiss cheese, or hey, please stick us in the toaster 3 times. Like, they're not doing this on purpose. So I don't want to. If one of them happens to be listening, I do not want to negatively, affect them. I think, yeah, Brad, it's all love, bro. So I'll leave it at that, because I do not like, the last thing I want is for one of them or one of their parents to hit me, and that's happened before. And I didn't mean anything necessarily negative at the time when I said stuff. So Babu says, I say Louisville by 14 because I know if I say it's close, we're going to lose. Well, yeah, we don't have a very good record these last few years in close games. Dan says, the only thing I'll say about Sat is I don't want a Wayne Fontes situation where he always wins just enough games to keep his job. Dan, we're sitting in a pretty scary situation and position right now. If you're a guy who wants change, which I just want to win. If we go 6-0 down the stretch, there's no basis. I mean, that would be 5 ranked wins and more wins than the ranked wins he had in the first 3 years combined. It'd be yes, Dwayne, there will be recruits that you all don't know about at Louisville Live. I don't know if they will make it. Maybe I'll talk about it next week, but yeah, there will be some surprises there. Chris, let's talk about Sydney being out of shape. Trust me when I say I know what out of shape is. And Curry, no, the dude is a monster. Look at the video of me interviewing him, and he's such a tough nut to crack, because I tried to open up with a joke, and he's like, I was like, Sydney, why are you a beast? Expecting him to laugh, and he's like, because I just go on the court and I do it for the people. So then we laughed later in the clip. So make sure you go to cardinalsportzone.com's YouTube, which is at Cardinal Sports Zone, and check out the 3 question segments that I did with L, Sydney, Jalen, JJ, and Mike James. Yeah, he's not out of shape for sure. Bradley, I think it is just too laid back and it's trickled down to the rest of the staff and the players. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. But the thing about it is, and if you all ever played sports, all it takes is a kick in the butt. I know it shouldn't take 4 years to get a kick in the butt, but anything can happen, man. I mean, there's still, look, let's take us out of the picture. There's national people out there that are talking about how good of a job Sat's doing, even though we don't see it. There's we're in bowl projections. Well, to be in bowl projections, we got to win 3 games. So that means they think that we're going to beat 3 of these 6 teams, which all have been ranked at one point or another in the season. 2 of them are not ranked anymore. And ESPN has us beaten. Let's see. Jeremy Lucas. What's good, Jeremy? Let's go to let's do that real quick. Plus, it'll add a little bit more time to the show, because I don't like doing short shows, even though I don't get paid by the hour, as I said. So right now, we are favored 60-40 versus Pittsburgh. We are favored 52-48 over Wake Forest. I don't know how. James Madison 68-32. So they expect us to win our next 3 games. Then you got Clemson, which we have a 13% chance to win. They have us favorited. They've got us winning 4 games. They've got us going 4-2. So, let's see. So I just don't know, guys, because if he goes 4-2, what's up, Ryan? Well, how do y'all feel? Let's ask that. How do y'all feel about the fact if we win the games we're supposed to, which it's looking like we're favored in 4 out of the last 6 somehow? Y'all still want to get rid of them? Let's see. Hope we really get the Miranda kid, says Dwayne. Yeah, me too. Lonnie said we heard for months that Derek Character was out of shape and all he did was dominate out of the gate. Well, that's true. Steven says national media doesn't have the same perspective as we do with the saturation and mediocrity we have endured. Bingo. What's up, Mike? Ryan said it's because they are home games. Spread always gives 3-point swing to the home team. Yeah, that's true, and I mentioned that earlier. However, we have no business being favored 54. Did I say 54 to 46 over Wake Forest? That guy is going to throw for 900 yards against us. And they think we're going to win that game at home, away, in a ditch in my mama's backyard? I mean, no. Upon further review, we're 2 plays away from being 5-1. What about that? Very true also. 4-2, we'll have to keep them. I'm still looking for U-Hauls for. Stop it, Steve. Yeah, 4-2, we'll have to keep them. 3-3. Now, look, I've told you all for the last couple weeks, I was told he has to win 7 games or he's out. Now, 5 out of these last 6 teams are ranked. If you win 3 games, I'm not saying if you beat Pittsburgh and James Madison, because I don't think James Madison's ranked anymore. But if you beat Wake Forest, NC State, and Pittsburgh, that's 6. You got to keep them. You have to. You think we're getting commitments over the weekend, Dwayne? I hope so. That's one of the things that when Louisville Live was instituted, we really was like, oh man, can't wait for that. Jay Scrub committed privately during Louisville Live. Aiden Gahan committed privately during Louisville Live. I want a flat out. I just want a kid to come out and announce that he's committing. 4-2 is good enough for me. Set deserves a chance. Jeremy, okay, and let's talk about that. Dwayne, I don't know. I would love that if that were to happen. 4-2 would put him at what? 7-5, and it would pretty much guarantee the. Again, I don't think that we have anything to worry about as far as the recruiting class is concerned, but gosh, man, I just don't want to have to talk about this every year that he's here. I want him to have. I've been the biggest advocate of let him get some time to get his plays in, his players in, get rid of all the former players to put his system into. I've been the biggest advocate for that. And even myself, Sean, what's up? Even myself am tired of defending, and I just want the team to win. That's where I'm at. I just want the team to win. So, yeah, Jeremy, of course. I mean, Jeremy agrees with Jeremy. That's the way we do it. Can you imagine the scenario if he goes 5-1 to finish the season, and that one loss is to Clemson, and we beat everybody else on the schedule? Yeah, Mike, KP is going to get it done. I have no worry about KP whatsoever. It's like I was talking to Milt earlier before the individual interviews started, and just to talk about how refreshing. And I don't know why everybody doesn't look at it like this. I mean, there's a lot of people that are geared up. Oh, we're not going to win 15 games in basketball. KP's not getting it done. Y'all don't know what KP's doing. Y'all have no idea. You said, oh, we ain't going to have no guards. Okay, and he had Hersey and Fabio silent verbaled, and y'all were talking about he wasn't doing enough. But he already had them under tow. We've got another guy that's made about 6 unofficial visits this year, and maybe in the house tomorrow night as well. We won't say his name, but I won't be surprised to go 5-1. I think we can pull it off. Here's the thing, though, Dwayne. There has been nothing that. Here's where I try to be fair. Let's give him a shot guy, right? Atlanta is in the house. Walter, what's good, my man? I do want to be fair, but there has been nothing that I've seen in the first 3.5 years that makes me believe that anything's going to change. said he was going to turn over the offensive play calling, and then since it went so well after the game, he was like, "Oh, I didn't turn it over." Reports that he didn't even go to any defense. I read that, heard that directly from somebody. He said he was going to help out with the defense and didn't go to one of the defensive meetings. So what's to lead me to believe that we can pull that off? I don't know. Bradley says winning solves it all, but losing close games and say, well, we're a couple plays away. Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, it's played out, but it doesn't make it any less true. I mean, let's put it this way. What we can say for Coach Sad is that we're probably about 12 plays away from having 12 more victories and 12 less losses. We played a lot of close games. We won a lot of close games that first year, but the last 3 years we have not pulled that off. So, Uncle Larry, do the basketball players look like they're in playing shape? My God, Uncle Larry, these kids are probably the most well-conditioned, most well-looking conditioned kids I ever seen. I asked them all, what about KP's conditioning? And KP even touched on it in the presser. He's like, I run them until they can't run no more, and then I run them some more. So I'm going to try to get into a practice in the next few weeks. Don't y'all tell nobody. I'm going to try to hit up Nolan and see if he can get me in. But don't say nothing. Is the red-white game going to be a scrimmage or just drills? It's going to be like the normal red-white game, Steven. They normally play against each other, two halves. I don't know if they do drills or not. Dwayne says KP has some stuff up his sleeve. He's secretly confident, I bet. Look, if there's one thing I will say, every time that I'm in front, hey, what's up, Sam? Sam's watching. You know, the guy that normally co-hosts the show. Hey, good to see you, buddy. One thing I will say is that I have never been more confident that somebody is going to succeed and somebody's going to. KP can say anything all year, and I'm blindly believing him because I know him. I know what he's about. I know what he represents. He's not going to fail here. So Dwayne says, sounds like KP runs more than Patino. I've heard it's about the same. Sam says, just got home. Mom's got in town last night. We'll say hello to Mom, and maybe next time let me know so I'm not sitting here by myself. Because, yeah. I mean, obviously I'm the star of the show anyway, so I don't need none of y'all fools. So I'm just kidding a little. But I love my podcast team, but sometimes I feel like we're in elementary school because like a night like tonight, only one of them let me know that they weren't going to be here tonight, and everybody else just didn't show up. So I'm like, all right, check in with me, call me. I could have had Jeff come on the show. I could have had I could have had Uncle Larry do the show. No moral victories, but close games do keep it much more fixable for the next coach. Chris, I love you, buddy. That's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and close the show. Y'all ask your last questions. I'll get them answers. No, I gotta do rapid fire. Peyton Siva did not stay retired for too long. He signed a new deal a couple days ago. Congrats to our guy Peyton. The number 2 volleyball team beat Virginia Tech 3-1. They play Notre Dame in the Yum on the 26th. They're hashtagging it Pack the Yum. Number 1 team in the country lost last night. So you would think, oh, man, that's lining up for Louisville to be the new number 1. We play number 5 Pittsburgh on Sunday. So let's see how we play. We're at Pitt. That's always a tough place for us to play. Women's basketball came in number 7 in the preseason AP polls and number 1 ACC preseason. HVL and Morgan are on the list. Jones pick. Okay, now this is from Higgy, so y'all might have to decipher for me. Jones picked for all ACC men's basketball, picked 12th. No freaking idea what that means. I do know the men's basketball team was picked 12th in the ACC. They were asked about that multiple times today. They all said they were going to use it as fuel. Number 4 field hockey won 4-0 on senior day over Ball State. Senior GK won Defensive Player of the Week. Number 11 men's soccer tie with East Tennessee State 1-1, and have senior night tomorrow night at 7 p.m. versus Clemson. And women's soccer fell 2-0 to number 6 Notre Dame, and they host NC State right now for senior night. So yeah, all right, let's answer a couple of these questions. Great interviews with the players today, very insightful, great group of kids. Already proud of them. Yeah, and there's a lot of those kids. Like today was my first day meeting Elle, but the rest of them I hadn't met before, and like I know JJ and I know Mike and I know Sydney. Me and Jalen talk often, and just a really good. That's why I want to see them succeed. That's why this year's so important. I know, Cardinal, you could have co-hosted. I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm gonna start giving out y'all's co-hosting slots. I mean, I'm not gonna pay y'all nothing for coming in and filling in for people that don't know how to be here on time. But I'm just kidding. Came in late. Walter wants to know our chances. Isaiah Miranda. We are leading for him, as I told y'all last week. And you're like, no, we're not. We're gonna go to the. He's going to the NBA. And then the report came out this week. From some one of the national recruiting guys. I was like, hey, he's not a foregone conclusion to go to the NBA. So I think our chances are really well. Dwayne wants to know your interviews were dope. Keep them coming. Well, yeah, I'm going to try to go live a couple times during Louisville Live. Morgan Jones. Okay. Literally, I can show y'all later. He chopped up all these sentences. Okay. Morgan Jones picked for HVL, and Morgan Jones picked for all ACC men's basketball, picked 12. Okay. He's just sorry. Higgy's just a little illiterate. Dwayne says teams look like we're going to progress as we go through the season. Great point. And that's what I want to mention too. Great point there, Dwayne. This is a team that's going to get some bumps and bruises. TJ, what's good? What's shaking? Higgy's blood sugar, probably. He's not here though, so you don't have to worry about that. This is going to be a team that gets some bumps and bruises early, but this is going to be like a team that we were used to seeing 15, 20 years ago. I mean, time flies by so much, I don't even know, but they got better as the season goes by, and I think that's what's going to happen here. By the time tournament time comes, we'll be a top 25 team. We'll have about 22 wins under the belt. We'll be going into the conference tournament pretty strong. We'll win a couple games in the conference tournament. I think this team is going to get better each and every game, and that is a great point, Dwayne. I appreciate that point. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. Y'all ask any of your final questions, and I'll get to them afterwards. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors: Fitness Market, Shack in the Back Barbecue, Four Pegs Smokehouse and Bar, Derby City Lawn and Landscaping, and Camp Lejeune. No, Camp Lejeune is not any more annoying than the car extended warranty phone calls I get. We are working on more. If you'd like to sponsor us, hit me up at Jeremy_CSZ. I'll get all the information packets to you. We'll get something going. Social media, you can find the website. You see at the bottom at Twitter, Instagram, it's Card Sports Zone. Facebook, it's Cardinal Sports Zone, 3 words. YouTube, it's Cardinal Sports Zone, 1 word. I will get it to a point to where they're all the same. They're all the same thing. I don't know if I can do that on Facebook though. We'll see. Let's see. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Social media. Social media is at the bottom. The ways that you can support us monetarily are at the bottom too. The more y'all can do, and obviously if you can, we still appreciate you all, but we'd love to do more shows. We'd love to get more content out there. The 3 question segments today was something I came up with last night, and I was like, they're going to love that. So we want to do more stuff for you all. So check us out, help us out a little bit there. If you can find the podcast on all the podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, iHeart, and 123 or so more. Hit the subscribe, the follow, the stalk, the tailgate, whatever you got to hit to follow us. Do that, so that way every time we go live, you can check us out through Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And if it's something you can't catch live, you will get the updates to all the podcasts by following them. If you haven't listened to all the previous episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, go back, check them all out. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, the place that I'll begin. Hit the podcast tab, hit the drop-down menu, hit CSZ Podcast, and start off with number 1. We had a lot of episodes early before we blew up that didn't get as many listens, and it's with really great people. Ivan Green, Keith Kelsey, Sam Madison, just to name a few. Go check them out. Shout out to everybody out there that's sharing the podcast. We appreciate y'all. We love you all. Shout out to our guys, Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage, doing the Lord's work every day, Monday through Friday, from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. And shout out to our guy, Jeff. Again, he started a Saturday show, and I think he's on from 10 to noon. It may just be 10 to 11. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. Support the local people, support good people, and he's a great person. I appreciate him. Got to talk to him today, and that was really good stuff. But yeah, shout out to Marcus and Steve. Shout out to Jeff. Any last words? Everybody, y'all gonna? Oh, that's right, y'all aren't here. I want to remind you all. My last words are this: I want to remind you all of the basketball tip-off show we're going to have in a couple weeks with Boo Brewer, Peyton Sieve. It's going to be a good time. All right, let's see. Let's go back to these before we shut down the show. Dominic, are they going to full court press like the old days? I sure hope so. Uncle Larry needs a ride to and from Louisville Live. Can anybody help? DM him on Twitter. Check it out. River City Entertainment Group, the same team with even now better parts, almost beat North Carolina. The coaching is monumentally better, so I believe the sky's the limit with this team. Yeah, for sure. Rate our basketball schedule. Well, it's not as hard as our football schedule. Did you see where the football schedule, we got the number one hardest schedule? I think the basketball schedule is going to be a fairly that's why I'm saying 22 wins. I think it's going to be a fairly difficult schedule. We got a lot of great out of non-conference. Dwayne wants to get 3 commits from basketball tomorrow night. Dwayne, I'm with you. Swing for the fences. Go big or don't go at all. Mike wants to know, do I think AJ could commit this weekend? I don't. I'll be honest with you. I'll try to get some more information for y'all, but I haven't heard anything about commits for this weekend. Walter says Louisville Live is going to be lit. It absolutely is going to be lit. Guys, I want to thank y'all again for all the support. We really do appreciate you all. Master Yoda, where was you at tonight, man? I don't know. Kind of worried you weren't here. It is what it is. Thanks again for all the support, you all. We love y'all. Well, I love y'all. They don't. They're not here. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. Pay attention. Sorry, I won't do that again. I saw myself on the screen. Cardinal, the new co-host of the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. But y'all can hear the outro, but y'all can't hear the other stuff. That's crazy to me.